Guess you want to get started?
Yeah. What'd you like out of Nico Collins on Saturday's game?
Well, loved the big play. I thought he did a great job of running his route first with speed, and did a great job tracking the ball, and then made a fantastic catch. He blocked well and consistently ran good routes the whole game. So there was others. Donovan, caught the ball. All our receivers did a great job catching the ball. Quarterback was really accurate throughout the game. Good to see Oliver Martin step up and make a big play in the game, and a couple other catches as well. Good to see Ronnie Bell get action. Grant Perry also had a very good game. So it was good to see. Definitely thought our receivers played improved, and there's things to build on there.
On the right, Adam.
Jim, you guys are 4 of 8 to tight ends against Notre Dame. Just what do you see out of the tight ends, McCune in particular, and was it a concerted effort to get them the ball more on Saturday?
Yeah, we really like our tight ends, and I thought there was an opportunity to get McCune the ball on the play that Shea threw the post to Nico. Sean ran a good route there, and it was a heck of a play that Notre Dame made. Their 42 made a great play on the throw. Shea had to throw off his back foot because he had pressure. There was another example, and there was some third down conversions that we had to our tight ends. So, and they blocked extremely well. I think that's another positive when you looked at the tape.
In front next.
Jim, I don't know if was Devin Bush just cramps, or was there more to him going in and out? I can't remember if he came back in at the end.
Yeah, I think it was limited amount of plays in the second half.
Is he okay, I guess?
Yeah, I think so.
That's good. And then with the pass pro stuff, I know we talked about that in the offseason again on Saturday. Will you watch it again? What do you see from what went wrong a couple times, and why was there pressure coming up on Shea?
Yeah, I thought it was improved. I mean, I think we look at it, and there was quite a few boxes that you check and say, hey, this is improved. That was another area I think it's improved, and continue to get better in that area. But I think it was one of the areas that I think we're improving at.
On the right middle, John.
Coach, as you reviewed it, how did Shea do in terms of navigating the pocket, knowing when to stay with it, knowing when to get out?
Really good. I mean, the thing that popped the most was his accuracy, location of the balls. There was accurate all game, and some tight window throws, some really good throws. Thought he managed the game extremely well. There was no penalties offensively. We had the one delay a game at the start of the second half, but no other pre-snap penalties or formation penalties or by the offense. I thought that was real positive, something we were better at in this ball game than we've been, and another good thing to build on. But first time in a game situation, I thought he ran that extremely well.
Next to Steve.
Jim, what is it in Dylan McCaffrey's makeup that allowed him to come into that setting that he came in, about as much pressure as a guy could make his debut and show the moxie, as you said, that he should have?
Yeah. I just, he was seeing things good, I guess, in his makeup. He's got that ability to be cool about it, cool under pressure, and he threw the ball accurately as well from the pocket and on the run, managed the pocket, stepped up nicely in the pocket, pulled his own read, was able to get a few yards that way, took care of the football, Also was able to run the offense without any missed calls or formation issues. So I thought it was good. Asked him how he was doing, and said he was enjoying it. Said he was having fun. So that part of his makeup is really good.
That's a good sign right there.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it rather than,
Right.
In the back.
What's been the attitude of the team in the last 36 hours that you've seen inside the locker room?
I mean, loss hurts. It just kind of hurts your body. But getting our bodies back. Guys that played a lot of plays played, in a very physical game, or came out well from a physical standpoint, and last 24, 48 hours you get yourself back to full speed, and the team's in the process of doing that. But yeah, emotionally, mentally, that's been through a lot of losses. It hurts.
In the front here, and Julie.
Jim, do you feel like you're set with this offensive line? I mean, can you see maybe trying different personnel in this week going into this game?
Yeah, I think the way we played this game is the way we'll play the next game in the offensive line.
On your left, Coach Aaron.
Jim, what did you like out of Cron Higdon? And we didn't see much of Chris Evans in the first half. Was there any particular reason for that?
Yeah. Karan was running well. I mean, he, especially in the first half, and we're just kind of riding him. He was seeing the holes, and he was very good in the pass protection. Had a couple really nice blocks, and then we were able to come with Chris in the second half. But they're both equally as good, equally like to get the ball to them as throughout the course of the game. I mean, I don't know if we'll have a game where they both get the exact amount of touches, per quarter or per half or per game, but yeah, we're very confident with both our backs.
On your far left.
How important is it to kind of reiterate that, hey, you got three home games coming up, we can get back on a roll here? I mean, has that sort of been the message that one loss isn't going to kill a season?
Yeah, but I think everybody inside of our team believes in each other and believes in the team, believes in each other, and stressing the importance of going from week 1 to week 2, and never more important than with this ball club. So looking to make all those strides that you can in this 1 week, and focuses on that. Focuses on this game. No more important game than the one we'll go down the tunnel to play this week.
Coach, one row back on your left, John.
Jim, why was it taking so long to snap the ball in a 2-minute?
Yeah, that's something that we can improve. Yeah, we're addressing that.
Is that a systemic thing there, or is that in terms of call coming one place and then?
Yeah, I mean we were in the we were in a crowd noise situation. We were on the road, and we had a way of getting the ball snapped in a silent cadence, and we didn't want to have more than one way in the first game of doing that. So yeah, we'll first-time center, first-time quarterback. In the system, we kept it more simple, but we'll add layers to that, and another layer will be getting the ball snapped faster in the 2-minute situation.
Coach, over on your right, Chris.
Coach, what were your thoughts on your interior defensive line play after watching film?
It was good. It was another boxy check where you see improvement, experienced players in there. veteran players, doing a very good job. Really was really impressed with the front and how they played.
Right in the front for Nick.
Jim, when you mentioned earlier to John that keeping it simple with first-time quarterback, first-time center, all those things. When you're going in, you're calling a game and you're down 14-0 immediately. Is it hard to not deviate from keeping it simple, knowing it's Shea's first start, or was that just the
Well, I was just referring to the cadence.
Well, the whole offense? I mean, when you're calling everything, I mean, I would assume, am I wrong in saying that you try to keep it as safe as you could with a new quarterback?
No, yeah. I mean, it wasn't. I was just referring specifically to the cadence variation in this particular ball game that we'll add layers to. But no, we got when we were 2 scores down, we went to the no huddle 2-minute type of tempo, and that can be sped up. I thought the entire offense it was not a simple game plan. It wasn't it just wasn't. So I mean, I was just speaking specifically about that cadence variation.
In the middle right, or back right here, Adam.
Jim, how do you respond? Constructive criticism is one thing.
Uh-huh.
How do you respond when former member of the program, kind of an expletive-laced, malicious tweet rather than, I guess, a higher road? How do you respond to that? What goes through your mind when you see and hear about that?
You talking about the Braylon Edwards tweet? Yes. Well, number one, first of all, it's not true. It's not factual. There's nobody in our program who thinks those things about any player on our team, let alone the 2 players that he described. On the other level, it's disappointing that a member of the Big Ten Network would choose to attack the character of two of our players. That's disappointing. And I would say that if somebody wants to attack the character of anybody on the ball club, I mean, come after me, not our youngsters.
That type of harsh criticism be directed at coaches rather than calling out players.
That's what I just said. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Don't think it's right. It's not true. So, and nobody in the program thinks that about any player on our team. Just so you know, it's not coming from anybody inside the program.
Angeline?
Jim, what was your take on the Metellus on the targeting? Did you think that was the right call?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it was the right call. It's close. It was, it was one of those, very close plays. Follow up? Sure.
Yeah, on Brandon Peters, will he be the knee? You mentioned he had a knee injury that he wasn't 100%. Do you think he'll be?
Yeah, I should have said leg. Really, wasn't exactly a knee. It was a lower leg injury. I think something we can, something we're going to be able to, manage, address, and see how he progresses.
On the Braylon tweet, I mean, is this something you'd like? You mentioned, he's on the Big Ten Network. Is this something you'd like to see the Big Ten Network do something about him, reprimand him, suspend him, whatever, for something like that?
I mean, we'll handle things within the program, but that's all we control.
2 more questions, one in the back there.
What have you seen out of Western on film so far?
Very aggressive. Their game against Syracuse was, hard-fought game. They battled. So that's what we're getting to know right now. We looked at the team in the summer and continue to do so right now, but been impressed.
Last question in the front there.
Jim, do you think you guys can use Ambry in like 3 phases of the game? I mean, obviously, the kick return, he's playing defense. Do you think you could work him out offensively? Is that something you're considering?
I think we could. All things are, yeah, we consider all things.
On the table, at least, for him?
Yeah, as always, you know.